We're gonna move right along so we don't die. All right. Next comic, come to the stage. Good friend of mine. Give it up, Mr. Sean Hayes.
This is fun. Yeah. I love thunderstorms. I grew up in Southern California, so we didn't have storms like this, except for once every 20 years. Then we moved to Georgia when I was a little kid. I don't know, my parents threw a dart on a map and ended up in Marietta, Georgia, long before Marietta was part of Atlanta. Not that, unless you've been to Georgia, you wouldn't know, you don't care. But I went outside in the middle of a beautiful summer storm. It was light, it looked like this. I don't know if there was tornadoes, but it was like lightning and wind, and it was crazy. And I had an umbrella, and I went over to my friend's house and knocked on his door. I was like 6 years old. And I was like, can he come out and play? And his mom looked at me like I can still see her face. She looked at me like I was fucking insane. And then she was like, no. I'm like, okay. So then I went to the pool with my umbrella in a lightning storm and opened it. And I'm here to tell you about it today. I was not struck by lightning. I don't know how I wasn't struck by lightning, but lightning is crazy. Let's just keep talking about storm shit. There was this lady I saw on TV who had been struck by lightning twice. Like in her kitchen, one time doing dishes and one time talking on the phone. And then she was living in South Carolina or North Carolina or something like that. She was literally like, the world is out to get me. God's trying to kill me. And then they moved to get away from lightning storms. But they moved to Virginia. It's not like they moved to Arizona. They moved to where there's more, she's probably dead. She's probably dead. I had a really fun experience the other night. So I talk about homophobia. And Jeremy and I went to this bar in Washington, Indiana, which is fun. Like any good red state, the further you get from the Blue Center, it just gets more red and crazy. So I'm up there going, homophobia, that's crazy. Any of you homophobes? And then I went on, talked a little bit about how, that guy in our group chat called me a pedophile because I'm gay, because that's what all magnet people do. Which could be because I talked about the fact that my husband was 3 when I graduated high school, but that's not when we met. So I really try to emphasize it's not when we met. But he also kept begging for blowjobs, which, again, what is it with homophobic guys who are like, you want to suck my dick, fag? I'm like, yeah. I do, yes. Straight dick's the best. It's very no strings attached. Just, you don't even have to kiss, because kissing's gay. Yeah. But me sucking your dick is not. So then I'm telling that story and I'm talking about it, and then I was talking about how he also wanted us to fight in a ring in UFC fighting, in order to prove his point about how gay we all were. Which again, I didn't understand, because UFC fighting to me is like gay soft porn, right? It's a bunch of dudes rolling around in Speedos, hugging each other with their legs. That's fucking hot as fuck. I'm getting horny now. Do you think I can find dick in this storm? If not, we're in the basement, y'all. I'm here for you. So then I was talking about that, and then I was talking about how I was watching UFC fighting with my brother-in-law, my very Christian, right-winged, MAGA-supporting brother-in-law, and his Christian friends. And then while I was telling that story, this guy put on a Confederate flag sweatshirt. Is that a hate crime? Was that a hate crime? I don't know. I've never been hate crime, so I don't know what it looks like. I'm a very privileged gay. I came from, California. I was outed at Disneyland. I couldn't have more gay privilege if I tried. Just my life has been. My husband thinks that I'm the bully, because when he was talking about, him and his friends were talking about how in high school they were bullied in high school, and I was like, does that really happen? Yeah, that's the response I got. I think that makes me the bully, to be so unaware of people. And he was like, Sean, you were blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and skinny. You were the bully. I'm like, I was best friends with the prom queen. There's no way I was the bully. Which I don't think proves my point any better. Well, what are you going to do? And then I ran into that's too long of a story. But anyways, all I'll just say is the big jock from high school that I was not afraid of, but I avoided. He gave me a hug and a kiss on my cheek at the 20th high school reunion. Built like a fucking brick. It was amazing. And then he was mad at me because he thought I was flirting with his wife. I'm like, I couldn't be gayer if I tried. Like, what? Please don't kill me. And he's like, I've seen gays in San Francisco. I'm like, I don't know what gays you saw in San Francisco, but no one wants your wife. She was stupid as all get out. She's a fucking idiot. Anyways, my name's been Sean Hayes. If I have to die, then you guys will be the best.
Keep it going, Mr. Sean Hayes, everybody. Also, Sean, I really think Dick and a Rainstorm should be the name of your first special. That's a great name.
There's no women here like, I'm going to be busy all night.
Yeah, you could be. Also, I don't know why it made me think of that one like John Cougar Mellencamp song. It's like, rain on the scarecrow, but it's like, Dick in a rainstorm. Come in my ass. I don't know. Fucking some shit like that. Anyway, we're moving.